It's supposed to be our summer, and here I am in my woolly hat, my very sexy woolly hat, and my coat, because it's freezing. Summer hasn't arrived yet. I think we've had the odd glimmer, but nothing major. We're still lighting our fire in the evening. I actually had a hot water bottle the other night. It's freezing. So, yeah, but here we are. Now, my sort of weight loss and well-being challenge ground to a big halt of unexpectedly an elderly family member, a close family member, got ill recently and sadly passed away. So that sort of threw everything out. Routines were changed, situations were changed, and although you try and you go, oh, I got to keep going, things don't. You've got to be sensible, and everything changed, and we had to deal with a lot of things. But we're coming out the other side now, and so I want to get back on track. I'm feeling very unhealthy. I've eaten an awful lot of rubbish food over the last month. I haven't done as much exercise as I wanted. I've also been doing some different shifts at work for a big event, which is now gone, so that's good. So altogether, life's calming down a little bit now, although we are sort of still getting over things. So I thought, right, I need to get back on track, and I thought, what better way to get back on track than I'm going to redo the 75 Hard Challenge. Now, I did this last year. I do keep mentioning it now and again because I'm so pleased with myself for completing it. I can't believe I did that. I'm just an ordinary person. I'm an ordinary mum. I'm middle-aged. I'm on a minimum wage job in a takeaway. I live in the middle of nowhere in the UK. I don't live in the tropics or anything. We're just an ordinary family trying to make do. So I'm not an athlete or anything like that. So yeah, so it's challenging, and I was really proud of myself. I'm thinking to myself, last year I had so much to prove because I wanted to complete it. This year I was thinking, oh, will I not be quite as sort of into it because I've already done it once? But I've had a bit of shift of mindset, thinking, no, I'm going to complete this because I want to prove to myself that I can do it again, that it wasn't just a one-off, and it's actually going to be hard a second time around because in a way you haven't got something to prove. But here we are, I'm doing this. So I'm on day one. I've already drunk some water. That was the thing that got me last time, was the water, but I have since found out, and I don't know if this is right, but I found out that a UK gallon and a US gallon are different amounts. So in theory I was drinking a lot more water than I needed to drink last time, which could be why I struggled so much. So I am drinking a little bit less than last time, but it's still supposed to be a gallon. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that'll be better, but I've already started drinking it this morning. I've taken my progress picture. I'm out for a walk with the dog. I walk the dog twice a day for 2 long walks, and in theory I could just count that as my 2 45-minute workouts, and occasionally I might have to, but for the most part I'm only going to count it as one and try and do another workout as well. But we will see how it goes. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm doing this, and so we're doing day one now of the 75 Hard Challenge 2024. Breakfast, day one of my 75 Hard Challenge, is banana and ice cream. I did make it slightly runny. It's got frozen berries and cherries on there and some sauces. Haven't actually eaten banana and ice cream for a few weeks with everything that's been going on, so I'm really looking forward to this. I have left it a little bit late. I've got to rush off to work. I've got to try and demolish this in about 15 minutes, but there we are. The only other problem with it as well is that it's quite a cold day. This is quite a cold breakfast. I'm washing it down with some chilled water, so my teeth will probably be chattering quite a bit by the time I've finished. I'm a bit dishevelled. I've just finished quite a busy shift at work, and I've managed to drink. I've drunk 2 litres of water, and I think I've been to the toilet 5 times. It's crazy. No other beverage has this effect on me at all apart from water. So it's going to be a long 75 days. If you need to find me in the next 75 days, I will probably be in the bathroom. So we're nearly at the end of day 1 and I've come to bed early to read my book. I'm actually going to read this, Ultra Processed People, and I'm going to read that. So I'm going to read 10 pages before I settle down. I've done everything else. I've got a nice tick chart here, if you can see that. So I've been ticking everything off, so the only thing I haven't ticked off is the reading. I did 2 45-minute workouts. One was a long walk, which was longer than 45 minutes, and then that was outside. And then my indoor workout was I did an exercise DVD, which I actually bought from a car boot years ago, and it's a really nice workout. It's quite challenging, but I really enjoy it, and I hadn't done it for a long time, so my legs are aching now. So I did that for my second workout. I drank all my water. I took my picture this morning. I followed my diet, and so I'm just going to read my book and then I'm going to get a good night's sleep, ready to do it all again tomorrow. Welcome to another lovely summer's day here in Wales. I've got another woolly hat on, though there is a lovely bit of blue sky behind me, so hopefully the showers will clear up and the weather will get a bit warmer. I'm on day 2. I'm out for a walk, so I'm going to do this 45-minute walk with my dog here. I've already drunk some water, and then I'm going to go back for my banana and ice cream before I have to rush to work. So I'm back from my 45-minute walk here on day 2, having my breakfast. No surprises, it's banana and ice cream. I've put a tiny bit of cocoa powder in with the banana and ice cream, just because this batch of bananas wasn't that great, and it just disguises that a bit. So I've got lots of berries and cherries on there and lots of sauce, and I'm having some more water with that, and I take a vitamin B12 when I can remember. So that's breakfast. Moving on over here, this is my lunch I'm taking today. I tend to have a large breakfast and a large evening meal and just a snack for lunch, because I'm working and I don't get a proper break. It's all a bit crazy, so we just sort of eat on the run a bit. So I just have a small lunch. So I've got this potato salad. It's just some cold potatoes I had left. There's some cucumber in there, there's some onion in there, and at the bottom there's a couple of cut up cherry tomatoes, bit of salad dressing in there, and then I've got these 2 bananas here. This batch is a lot better, it's a lot firmer than that one, and I'll be chopping a load of these up to freeze for more banana and ice cream, hopefully this afternoon, as I buy my bananas by the box. And of course I'll be taking some of my water with me to finish for this morning. So that will be my lunch on day 2. So I'm at work right now. This is what I'm faced with every day. This is fish and battered sausage and sausages, fish cakes. We do have vegetable spring rolls, but they're still cooking. I don't eat any of this because I don't eat meat or fish. But I do like these. These are chips. This is what we call chips. It's like chunks of potato that are cut into shapes and then deep fried in oil. I haven't actually eaten any of those since the 23rd of December, and it is now mid-June. I just find it best to stay away. If I don't eat them, I don't want them, but if I was to have some chips, I would want them all the time. I do occasionally have the vegetable spring rolls, but I've decided I'm not eating any fatty foods for the 75 days. It is actually deep fried in hot oil. This is what happens, so it's not very healthy. But we are allowed a free meal a day if we want. The boss is really good, and a lot of the staff here will have some of this, or they'll have some chips, or we also do pies and things. I don't. And I certainly won't be having anything for 75 days. Occasionally I would have a bread roll. Well, actually quite frequently I'd have a bread roll. The trouble is they're really good, but you need a bit of spread on them. You do need some spread, and I find bread doesn't really agree with me. So I've decided I'm not having any of these either, and also I don't want to have the butter or the spread on them anyway, and they don't taste that great without it, I find. So no bread rolls for me at work either. So it's the end of day 2. 2 days gone already. I'm in bed. I'm just about to read the book. So I'm still on this one. So I'll be reading 10 pages of that. I've done all the other challenges. I've tried to drink the water. I think my tactic for this time is I'm going to try and drink all the water by about 6:30 in the evening, so that I've got a couple of hours before I go to bed to try and get rid of it all, so that I'm not up and down in the night like I don't know what. So that is my tactic, and it worked pretty well last night, so hopefully it'll work again tonight. The 2 workouts I did today was I did a very long walk this morning, and then this afternoon I did a kettlebell workout, and it was just from a DVD that we've had for years and years and years, which I sort of blew the dust off and found my kettlebell and off to go. I don't live anywhere near a gym, and even if I did, I probably couldn't afford to join it, so all the workouts that I'll be doing will be free. So it'll be hiking, walking, running, and then I've got some sort of fitness DVDs and equipment from over the years, from sort of 30 years or more ago, which we've just kept, that comes out every so often, and also good old YouTube. So I'll be doing some YouTube videos, sort of just following along some fitness videos as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my 45 minute workouts. So I've done all that today. I've drunk my water, I took my picture this morning, I followed my diet. For tea this evening I just had some more nice cream, because I'm using stuff up that's in the cupboard, because I am due to go and do a big shop. So I'm going to settle down now and read my book, ready for day 3.